this evening, I'm just going to get into some fun facts about our dreidel and Chanukah gelt so that we can reframe the way in which we consider these amazing and fun traditions. But for this year, I just wanted to frame it a little bit differently. I learned about this amazing way that we can think of the spiritual significance of the dreidel and move beyond the game of chance and the probability that one will land on shin, shin, put one in. So another spiritual interpretation of the letters say that they refer to the components of our body, and these aspects being our nefesh, guf, and sechel. Nun for nefesh, our soul, gimel for guf, our bodies, and shin for sechel, our minds. And when we put all three of those aspects together and we consider the hey for hakol, that all of the parts of our being and all the parts of our entity can go into a rededication of ourselves to our Jewish traditions. And so the Nes Gadol Haya Po is also that the miracle of Hanukkah can be that we pause and we take this opportunity to consider what we're dedicated to and put our whole selves into that endeavor. So now on to gelt and gambling, because I don't want you to worry too much about that. Show me the money. We'll move on to gelt. Although it's really an old and cherished custom, the roots of gelt giving go back much further than the Middle Ages to the era which the custom is usually said to have originated. Actually, it's not even mentioned in the Talmud or the Shulchan Aruch or anything about that. But there is a significance of coins in the history of the Hasmonean period, and that is really undeniable. And we learn about this in the book of Maccabees, which records for us that in 142 BCE, which is 20 years after the temple was recaptured, Simon the Maccabee, the surviving son of Mattathias, finally brought independence to Judea. Syria's king Antiochus declared to Simon, I turn over to you the right to make your own stamp for coinage for your country. And really the ability to make your own coins showed that you had power and relevance and significance in the world. Money is power. We know that even till today. But what we bring into question is, what is the purpose of this gelt and of this money, not just today, but also historically? The tradition of giving gelt goes back to the Middle Ages, and some scholars believe that these have been in place for quite a long time. The giving of gelt emerged as an important part of the festival during the Middle Ages. And in the Middle Ages, it was traditional to give Hanukkah gelt to the local Jewish teacher. In fact, this was the teacher's primary means of support. So when the tradition was expanded to include giving coins to children, this became a way to emphasize the importance, the centrality of Jewish education and the study of Torah. So we think of the gelt and money being power and how so much gelt can really uphold the study of Torah at Wilshire Boulevard Temple, a very important thing for us to rededicate ourselves to. And this year, when we play dreidel, it is just a fun way to pass the time as we watch the candles burning low. But also for this year, we consider that playing dreidel with gelt is a way for us to use our entire beings, our nefesh, our guf, and our sechel, our soul, and our body, and our intelligence to rededicate ourselves to learning, to growing, and to putting more Torah into the world. Chag Urim Sameach, Chanukah Sameach. May your homes be filled with sounds of joy, of dreidels spinning, and winning lots of gelt.